Hi, Kevin here. It is July the 11th, 2012, and I haven't done one of these things in almost 2 full months. It's been 2 months of rapid progression with this illness of ALS. My fatigue in particular has been brutal to deal with, and that's frankly why I haven't done one of these things. I've been so fatigued, I can't bring myself to do it. Symptoms just keep getting worse. I now cannot walk without the aid of a walker. You know, when we go out somewhere, I'm in a wheelchair now. I can barely get up. You know, it takes me a real struggle to get out of this chair. I'm sitting here like this because I have now lost 50 pounds. That's 50 pounds since this whole thing started. My muscle vacillation or twitching is rampant in my body now. It seems to be all over, shoulders, chest, neck, you know, stomach, all over. My muscles will go into rapid shaking like this, uncontrolled shaking, if I try to, you know, extend a muscle that's been severely damaged. It happens to my legs. Trying to get out of bed, it happens to my right arm every time I move it. And now it's happening to my left arm. My right shoulder is pretty much gone. I sort of look like a, you know, I don't know, concentration camp victim now or something. My right forearm is just gone. My hand looks like the hand of a 90-year-old man. My thumb in particular is really, the muscle is just gone on both sides now. It looks funny. It looks, I don't know. Anyway, my left hand is getting really bad now as well. I'm hunching forward a lot now. It's hard for me to stand up straight. I'm constantly having to do that all day long to kind of stretch the back of my neck a little bit, and I hear a pop, 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 pop in my spine. Anyway, in the last 2 months, I've done a lot of research, and there hasn't been a lot of positive news. Although yesterday an Israeli company released a report that they have cured an ALS victim in Israel using a stem cell method, and you know, who knows how long it'll be before anything comes to the U.S., but it's the first hopeful thing I've ever heard in the news media about ALS recovery. Everybody else still seems to not have any idea what it is, where it comes from, or how to treat it. I have done a lot. You know, I found a Dr. Wall, I think her name was, who claimed to have cured herself of MS, which I think is a cousin of ALS. Anyway, I looked into that, and she did it using her diet. So I said, what the heck? So for the last 6 weeks or so, I have drastically altered my diet. I cut gluten out completely, which gluten, of course, is all in all, oh, my stomach's cramping up. Gluten is in all wheat products, barley and rye. And so that cut out cereal and breads and pastries and donuts and on and on and on. Probably the staple of my prior diet is no longer being consumed. I have also dramatically increased the amount of fruits and vegetables that I eat. I went out and bought a Vitamix juicer, which juices not, the whole fruits and vegetables, and keeps all the fiber and everything in the juice rather than filtering the fiber out like the old juicers used to do. So theoretically there I'm getting, the absolute pristine everything of the fruits and vegetables. Unfortunately, so far I have really seen no change. I've also done a lot of research on supplements. I'm taking a lot of supplements that are supposed to be good for the brain and for nerve generation in particular. Lecithin, folic acid, CQ10, B vitamins all over the place, on and on and on and on and on. But as far as I can tell, none of this stuff is having any positive impact on my ALS symptoms. I'm also, of course, taking prescription medication to deal with the cramping and the muscle stiffness and the spasming that continues to happen. I've been talking to a guy named Dan Hale, who has claimed to have figured out what causes ALS and can cure it, and I really can't figure out if he's for real or if he's a con man. But I'm in the process of determining whether to take his treatment or not. And if I do decide to do it, wow, what if it works, wonderful, miracle. And if he is a con man, well, I'll be out some money, but I will have tried to do everything I can. I don't know what to say. I guess I am so frustrated now, it's unbelievable. When I've lost one hand, that was one thing. I could sort of jockey around and do a lot of things with my other hand, but now my other hand is really being lost. And, simple things like pulling my pants up, zippers, forget zippers, showering, shaving, brushing my teeth, all these things are becoming extremely difficult to do, very time consuming, and requiring a significant output of energy relative to what they would have been prior to my ALS experience. Wow, my stomach muscles are really clamping up here. When the stomach muscles cramp up, there's not a whole lot of ways to stretch them out. You might have noticed the only way I can really get my left arm up now is to sort of walk my hand up my head. My right arm, I can't do that at all. I mean, even if I put it on my head, you'll notice that it's taking like all of my torso strength and everything I've got on my left arm to put my hand on my head. So this is a vicious, unrelenting, evil illness. It's a slow sort of Chinese water torture. And I keep trying to be positive. That's another thing. I'm praying and meditating a significant amount of time every day, and that is very comforting for me. It helps me to be somewhat positive in my outlook and to recognize and think about the positive things that have happened as a result of my illness. And there have been quite a few positive things, but this is no fun anymore. And I don't want to play anymore. Anyway, that's my condition as of now. If this thing continues, I'm sure I'll be confined to a wheelchair soon, and then, but hopefully it won't get there. I'm very hopeful of the cure. You know, a lot of people working on a cure. Somebody might get lucky. I mean, that's frankly where a lot of cures come from, is people just getting lucky. Anyway, I guess that's all for now. Let's see if I can get my arm over there and turn this thing off.